Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nachiket was told the truth to be recognized subjectively and not objectively. When the objectivity comes, the teacher says, Nayamatma pravachanena labhyaha na medhaya na bahuna shrutena yame vaisha vrunute tena labhyaha tassesha atma vivrunute tanum swam. Ayam atma pravachanena kevalena kevalaya medhaya and kevalena bahuna shrutena na labhyaha. If we are simply listening or giving lectures or remembering, you touch anywhere and one mantra comes out. This has nothing to do with the truth. These are the three areas where we get caught. One is pravachan. If you are a Punjabi, parvachan. So, either giving the lectures or listening the lectures is not the end of it. Then, na medhaya, many people are very much lost only in memorizing the things. So they keep on remembering. Sahasrashirsha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapasa Bhumim Vishwato Vritva Atyadishadashangulam Purusha Vedagam Sarvam. And below them you keep the chilies, chutney is ready. Spiritual chutney. Then the third is Bahuna Shrutena. We become professional satsangi. Any Mahatma coming, listen and now you try. So many have failed. No. No. Then what is the way? Then Yamai Vesha Runate Tena Labhyaha. He who seeks the truth to the exclusion of everything else, to him the truth is revealed. See the words. Vivrunate tanum swam. The truth is revealed. By our efforts, we can go up to a limit. But beyond that limit, it is the grace of the divine. That alone comes in our way. Where is the catch? The catch is a child asked me this question. Swamiji, you people tell very peculiar things. I said, that is why we are Swamis. He said, when something bad happens in our life, we are told, no, that is your karma phala. Because you did bad, you are getting bad. When something good happens, you tell by God's grace. Why double standard? I said, yes, your question is very good. Then I answered him. I said, look here. When something bad happens and if we blame someone else, like when the husband is hurt because of the wife, so what will be his sadhana? His sadhana will be to improve the wife. Where Rama failed, Jagjivan Ram will succeed. No. Then we have to be responsible for everything in our life. Nobody is responsible. Now the second thing, when something good happens, then why not we responsible? Because if we hold on to that same principle, then our ego becomes very strong. Both the things. Blaming others for the misfortune and arrogant because of the success, both are the catches and we get lost in that. Therefore, we go to satsanga, shravan, manan, nididhasan, everything, and yet somebody is still there. That somebody has to disappear. And that somebody disappears when, "O Lord, thy will be done." And how it can be done? We don't want anything in this world. You are there. घूंघट के पट खोल तोहे पिया मिलेंगे. We are covered, hidden behind the curtain of desires. When all the worldly desires are erased, then even the desire to know the truth is also dropped. That desireless experience is what is said, Yame Vesha Vrunate Tena Labhyaha Tasesha Atma Virunate Tarum Swam. The Lord expresses when we depart. Isn't it? When I who wants to sleep, when this I disappears, the sleep begins. In the sleep, there is no I. So, in a simple thing like a sleep, there is no I. And if we want to be one with the truth, how there can be I? And therefore, nobody is realized. Means what? Mr. Nobody alone is realized. Nobody sleeps. Yes, nobody alone sleeps. Somebody cannot sleep. Nobody is happy. Very true. Nobody alone is happy. Somebody is always miserable. Therefore, there is nothing like realization. He is a realized person. No. After that, the teacher gives who is qualified to enter the divine abode. Na virato dushcharitat, na shanto na samahitaha, na shanta manaso vapi prajnane nainamapnuyat. Four things that told. See? Na virato dushcharitat. Dushcharitra means what? Anything that we do in our life, if that leaves a dent or a dash on our mind as a result of our own activities, that is a sin. Suppose we have gone to the temple and offered a flower and we feel holier than everybody. It is a sin. See? Bhagavan Krishna, Bhagavad Gita. सुख दुखे समे कृत्वा लाभा लाभो जया जयो ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम अवाप्स्यसि ना विरतो दुश्चरितात्. What is the dushcharitra? Dushcharitra is that when our interaction in the world leave behind impressions on our mind, good or bad, that is the dushcharitra. See, friends, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. How? You learn from the experience. When you fail, and you have learned from the failure, it is not a failure. See, friends, na virato dushcharitat. When we thus lead our life, very simple way. There was one lady, a Britisher, and she was conducting me in UK, and she said, "Swamiji, how come you don't get tired? You have come such a long journey, 8-9 hours flight. We are driving for last 4 hours. You finish your talk, then you had tea, coffee, you had dinner. Now still you are watching a movie. Go and sleep." I said, "Look here, I will do whatever I like. I am not your baby." No, no, no. I mean, you must be tired now. But how come you are not tired? I kept quiet. There is no point in discussing any with ammas. So I kept quiet. "Swamiji, I want to be like you." I said, "Impossible." Why? No beard. Longer the beard, guaranteed is the wisdom. Chopped beard is a doubtful wisdom. No beard. So you cannot be like me. Swamiji always make fun. I said, there is no need, Baba. You are self-sufficient. I said, do you know what is your life? Have you ever thought about it? Your life is a struggle. You want to prove something to somebody. But you don't know what you want to prove and to whom. Who cares for you? Be yourself. The second thing that we do in our life, try to justify. See, actually, I was coming, I wanted to come in time, but what happened? Did anybody ask you? Why do you tell it? There's no need. In short, when we are conducting ourselves in this world, do not allow any impression to be formed on the mind. Therefore, na virato dushcharitat, na shanto, na samahitaha. And if our faculties are not perfectly controlled, and of all the faculties, two in one, only tongue you control. Tongue is used for two purposes. In English, there is no proper name for tongue. In Sanskrit, when it is used for tasting, it is called as rasana. When it is used for talking, it is called as jiva. Because two functions. So control these two functions. First is rasana. Give yourself minimum choice for food. But wherever we go for food, they will be preparing so many dishes. Very many dishes. And we are Indians. The many qualities of the Indians. If you go in big marriages, they have got huge number of dishes. 16, 17 types of vegetables, 20 types of pickles, and 15 types of papadam, and so many of them. And you go there with a parat. So many things are kept to give you a choice. Whatever suits you, that you take. No. They have prepared so many things. Take everything, take everything. See, we have to have perfect control over our eating habits. Don't waste your time in observing fast or eating too much. Eat 2-3 times a day, but every time little. Bhagavad Gita again. Yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta swapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. Yogaha dukkha bhavati. Then the yoga becomes the destroyer of miseries. For us, the yoga becomes the creator of the miseries. Since I was doing Padmasana, my knee was replaced. And since I was doing weightlifting, my thigh muscles have gone to the biceps. How long? You will see all the weightlifters. They keep on lifting for no reason. Lifting, put it down. Lifting, put it down. Useless. And their chest and muscle become so huge. How long? Maximum up to the age of, say, 22, 23, 25. After that, somebody else comes, they are out. Then they stop. Then all that was developed up goes down and Madhya Pradesh comes out. It has to go somewhere. See, all the time spending only on eating. And the second thing is talking. Observe this. How many places we talk when it is not required. And you observe how the talk begins. Some people are talking, you happen to sit there. It is not necessary that you have to participate. But we have to. So one person tells, see, I was coming, and one small little child was going. But another boy, came on a bicycle and dashed that child. Poor child fell down. Story over. Other will keep quiet. Nothing. When I was coming, a person was coming on a motorcycle and he dashed a bicycle. Over. Third one. Nothing. When I was coming, a car came and dashed a motorcycle. Fourth, nothing. I saw a big tanker came and dashed the car. Nothing. I saw a train came and dashed the thing. Nothing. A plane came. Are you competing there? Then my accident is superior than your accident. Is it necessary? You observe this. See, friends. Therefore, it is not necessary to opine on everything. It is not necessary to give our views. And the most important thing, it is not necessary to answer every question. So, how to stop? Invoke my Guru. I don't know. You repeat this mantra 2-3 times. All subsequent questions stop. Mahamantra. So, na virito dushcharitat, na shanto na samay, then na shanta manaso vapi. And a person who is not working on his mind. Friends, the real spiritual practice begins when you start working on your mind. Working on the body, we understand. Do the yoga or keep running for reaching nowhere. But working on the mind, we have to start. Mind expresses as speech. So, outside is Vaikhari Vani, inside is Madhyama Vani. When these two speeches dissolve, we come to the Pashyanti Vani. And the great masters live in Pashyanti Vani. And therefore, whatever they say, it happens. The Sankalpa Siddhi comes when a person starts abiding in the Pashyanti Vani. Therefore, unless this is done, Prajnanenam apnuyat. So only by reading, studying, etc., the truth is not revealed. Yasya brahma cha kshatram cha ube bhavata odana mrityur upasechanam sayitta veda yatrasa. So, Brahma Kshatra, Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, and Mrityu Tamoguna. All these three things are supported by the same truth. Therefore, neither the laziness Tamoguna, nor the activity Rajoguna, not the meditation Sattva Guna, all these things have no impact on me. If this is recognized, then there is no arrogance of meditation, there is no uneasiness of activity, and there is no guilt of laziness. In 14th chapter, Bhagavan says to Arjuna's question, he who is living in and through the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, and yet is beyond the three gunas, he is abiding in me. And there he says, Prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava na dveshti sampravruttani na nivruttani kankshati. Whether it is sattva, rajas, tamas, whether they come and go, no reaction, no interaction. This is how the truth is revealed to Nachiket by his Guru Yamaraj. Rutam pibanto sukrutasya loke. Now we start the Tritiya Valli, wherein the teacher is now taking the topic of Jiva. Who is Jiva? So up to here, what we have taken, how do we conduct ourselves in the world so that we are out of the world, although living in this world. And there, while living in this world, our focus is on that I who is functioning through this world without getting influenced by the world. After having said this, now we go to the second one. Who is this one who is living life? This is the main topic, very important topic. So, Rutam pibanto sukrutasya loke guham pravishto parame parardhe chaya tapo brahma vido vadanti panchagnayo ye chatrina chiketa. Be very attentive. Man and husband Are they two? But who is miserable? Husband is miserable, man is not miserable. So they are separate. If they are one, then if the husband is miserable, man should be miserable. And if the man is happy, husband should be happy. But this doesn't happen. See the catch. Krutam pibanto sukrutasya loke chaya tapau. The person and the light and the darkness. See, the man walking in the sun and his shadow is there. So is the man and the shadow two? Yes and no. They are one because without the man there cannot be shadow. So if a truck goes on the shadow, anything happens to the man? No. So if the husband is miserable, anything happens to the man? No. If these examples are clear, in the same manner, Ananta Koti Brahmanda Nayak Paramatma, when expressing through the limitations of the Panchakoshas, like the man expressing through the limitations of the wife, suffers in the same manner. Paramatma expressing and coming under the influence of the Panchakoshas is called as Jiva. Now, when this is said, that doesn't mean Jiva is a reality. When we are talking about a husband, we don't mean husband is a reality. Then what it is? It is adjustment to live in this world. That's it. This has to be clearly understood. Jiva, there is another word in Sanskrit. Jiva na. No, Jivan means life. Jiva na means there is no Jiva. There is only life. We are the expression of the divinity. Everyone. There is no difference. See? And for that, to bring this to our cognition, we are told there are two of them, Atma and Paramatma. Sweet and very sweet. What does it mean? Both sweet only. But the difference is, when we say sweet and when we say very sweet, what we mean, in case of very sweet, other than sweetness, there is nothing. When we say jalebi is sweet, that means in addition to the sweetness, there is something called a jalebi, is it not? In the same manner, Paramatma is absolute reality. And Atma means Paramatma expressing through the limitations of some Panchakoshas. Therefore, the first step in understanding the Jiva is to recognize that the same Paramatma is expressing in and through the totality as life, but we forget that life and we take the expression as individuality. Now, after having given this principle, then the teacher says, Yas setuhu ajananam aksharam brahma yat param abhayam titirshatam param nachiketam shakemahi. See? So, setu means a bridge. Be attentive. Life is a river, and in this river there are two banks. One bank is the matter, other bank is the consciousness. And these two are connected by a bridge called as the mind. By the bridge we can go on both the directions. Nobody constructs a house on the bridge. Think. So when we are in our mind, now here it is a setu, it is a bridge. You have got a choice. Either merge in the consciousness or go back to the matter. Therefore, this principle The life is a manifestation river. Is it not our day-to-day experience? Once you change your vision, you see everywhere you see this truth. When I was studying somewhere near Ganges, one gentleman asked, Swami, what are you seeing? I said, same thing what you are seeing. Many times such stupid questions come. So, no, no, no. What else? I said, I'm seeing you. No, you don't see only that, you see something more. Please tell me. I am seeing Ganges. But you are not seeing Ganges, I know. Please tell. I said, okay, listen. I am not seeing Ganges. I am not seeing the water. I am seeing the flow of river. Okay. Then I am seeing there are two types of movements of water. One movement is unidirectional. Starts from Gangotri, goes to Gangasagar. One direction. There is a second kind of movement in the water. And that movement is wherever there is a whirlpool, the movement of the water is centripetal. And when anything is coming in the course of the flow of the river, maybe some animal or a wooden log or anything which is coming, going smooth in one direction, and it comes across a whirlpool, and because of the centripetal force, it is sucked down. It suffers, but doesn't remain there all the time. Again, it is ejected out, and again the journey continues. Look within. Our life is from womb to tomb in one direction. In between, the whirlpools come. And which are those whirlpools? Body identification. When body identification happens, we are pulled, sucked in the body identification. We suffer, we suffocate, we get disturbed, we are miserable. And then we eject out of it by going to sleep. And it continues. But again, there is another whirlpool. Again, get identified with the body. It's going again and again, again and again. The whole nature is our guru if we are ready to learn. Don't hang on to a person and make him a mule guru. Guru Maharaj, utha. Yaar tu bada bhari hai. No. See? Therefore, yas setu ijananam brahma aksharam brahmayat param abhayam titirshyatam param nachiketam shakemahi. Therefore, this principle that we are embodied is the bridge. Once you get onto that bridge, then you will come to know that before this body was born, I was there. In this body, I am there, doing good and bad. And to pay my bills, in the next life, again I will have to survive and do something. Body doesn't suffer. The karma phala is the mind. So what we have understood? Before the body was born, we were there. In this body, we are there. And when the body dies, we continue to exist. This understanding is a bridge between the relative and the absolute. Abhayam titirshatam param nacheketam shakemahi. Therefore, this principle of the second boon, that when somebody does the good karma, bad karma, he goes to heaven, etc., it is meant for this. Then, to understand this, a beautiful picture is drawn. This picture from Kathopanishad is on the top of every book of Bhagavad Gita. There is a chariot and there are horses and Bhagwan Krishna is there and Arjuna is sitting over there. This picture is given from Kathopanishad. I told you, he has stolen everything. But never he will mention that. Atmanam rathinam viddhi shariram rathamevatu buddhim tu sarathim viddhi manakra pragraham evaja indriyani hayan aho in vishaya teshu gocharam atmendriya mano युक्तं भोक्तेत्याहुर्मनीषिणः यस्तु अज्ञानवान् यस्तु विज्ञानवान् अविज्ञानवान् भवति अयुक्तेन मनसा सह तस्य इन्द्रियाणि अवश्यानि दृष्टश्वा इव सारथेः विज्ञा यस्तु विज्ञानवान् भवति युक्तेन मनसा सह तस्येन्द्रियाणि वश्यानि सदश्वा इव सारथेः यस्तु अविज्ञानवान् भवति अमनस्क सदा अशुचिः न स तत्पदम् अवाप्नोति संसारं चाधिगच्छति यस्तु विज्ञानवान् भवति समनस्क सदा शुचिः स तु तत्पदम् अवाप्नोति यस्मात् भूयो न जायते विज्ञानसारथिर्यस्तु मनःप्रग्रहवान् नरः सोऽध्वनः पारमाप्नोति तद्विष्णोः परमं पदम्. Now this is the picture of every one of us. First, Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi Shariram Rathimevatu. Our body is a chariot in which we are sitting. Then Buddhim tu Sarathi Vidhi. So the chariot will not be a driverless car. There is somebody who is controlling the horses. He is called as the Sarathi. Then, what are the reins in his hand to control the horses? Manapragrahavanara. So, the mind is the one which is controlling the horses. Which are the horses? Indriyani hayan ahuhu. Our senses are the horses which are propelling, pulling the chariot of the body. And where do these horses go? Vishayasteshu gocharan. Every horse walks in his own line. Eyes walk in the color and form, ears walk in the sounds, etc. And Atmendriya Manoyuktam Bhokta, and the one who is identified with the body, the sense organs, the organs of action, and the mind, he is called as the Bhokta, enjoyer or sufferer. Now, thereafter, after having given this picture, now, yaha tu avidnyana bhavati ayuktena manasa sada. Now, he whose life is not kept under the control of wisdom and discrimination, and ayuktena manasa sada, and his mind is absolutely uncontrolled. What will happen? Tasya indriyani avashyani. Then his all faculties will not be under his control. Like the strong horses, bad horses. Just imagine you are sitting in the place of the driver, and the horses are there very strong, and the mind reins are in your hand, and you are supposed to control that horses. But the horses are so strong, and the mind is weak. And worse than that, the chariot, the buddhi is also very weak. And when they are running, you want to control them. And the horse says, give you a jhatka, and you fall in front of the horses. What will be the condition? That is our condition. We are the slaves to our sense organs. We are slaves to the worldly things. See, friends. Dushta Ashva Iva Sarathehe. Further, opposite picture. Yastu Vijnanavan Bhavati. He who is leading the life with proper discrimination, understanding, wisdom, keeping clear in mind, after having born as a human being, the only last station we have is to evolve spiritually. All what is required to be done is over now. The only evolution left is spiritual evolution. And when this is kept in mind, you know what happens in our life? We have not recognized the value and importance of this. Now tell me, we all have extreme value and importance for money. Has anybody ever said, earning money is difficult, therefore I have decided not to earn money? No. We find out our own techniques. Above the table, below the table, around the table, behind the table. It's not only during office hours. We don't mind. You can come to our house. See? Because we have value for money. Exactly the same way. When we will have value for this, you will not talk about difficulties. Those who say, Swamiji, we are understood, but it is very difficult to control the mind because you have not understood. You don't have the value for that. We still have value for the worldly things. See, friends, the most important thing in life is our mind is at peace all the time. With that peaceful mind, you look at the world. It is so beautiful. And when the mind is disturbed, angry, frustrated, one day a husband or a man told his son, Son, tonight we are going for a movie. You ask me so many times, I'll come back, we'll go for a movie. Now the child was so excited. Oh, Mommy, when is Papa coming? Beta, it is only 2 o'clock. He will come after 5 o'clock. Mommy, when is he coming? It is not 2:15. Wait, let him come. So the child was extremely excited. And whole day that man was totally an utter failure. Everybody kicked him left and right. And with that frustrated mode, he came home. Child doesn't know. The moment he came, Papa, when are we going to movie? Movie. Oh, what happened suddenly? See, friends, one of the most important spiritual practices is mind your mind. Take care. Never justify anybody in my position would have also been disturbed. No, don't justify. This is yoga according to Bhagavad Gita. When the miseries come in our life, don't justify that anybody would have been miserable. So if I am miserable, it is not nothing new. No, no. See, in some of those countries, maybe here or somewhere, one old couple, it's a great fun to remain, to stay with the old couple. It is such a great fun. Both of them, when whatever husband tells, wife has to contradict it. And when husband says, wife has to contradict it. You know where I learned this thing? In Shimla. That time I was pretty young, recently brought in the market. So I didn't know the market ups and downs. So my friend, he told me, Swamiji, my in-laws are here and I had to go to work and then we'll come in the afternoon, they will go for seeing something. I said, all right. Now this old couple. He said, Swamiji, how many times you have come to Shimla? I said, for the first time. No, we came here when we got married for our honeymoon. I think it was in the month of 1922, February. Husband is talking. You might have married to somebody else. We got married in 32, not 22. No, it was 22. No, it was 32. And how does it matter? What a great fun. You don't have to correct anybody. The world is full of joy. See? Therefore, we have to see this very clearly in our mind. They don't get agitated, disturbed. The thing is like yes, like that. Keep cool. So, yastu vijnanaman bhavati yuktina manasasam tasya indriyani vashyani. Then all his faculties will remain under control. Be attentive. Sense organs are nothing but the mind manifested. Don't we see in our own life, sometimes the things are in front of us, but the mind is not with us. We are seeing the thing, where it is, where it is. We shout at somebody. I told, don't take my keys anytime. And the children are watching. Dadaji, the keys are in your hand. Because the mind was running here and there. See, friends. Therefore, yaha tu avidnyanavan bhavati amanaska sada ashuchi. But the one who is not at peace with himself and the mind is always disturbed, sada ashuchi, always confused and frustrated, na sat tat padam apnoti, samsaram cha adhigacchati. He can never attain fulfillment in life. Friends, God realization means you have attained fulfillment in life. What is the fulfillment in life? There are no loose ends left. Life is complete. Like after every chapter, Om Tassaditi, Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu, Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre, Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade, Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama Prasamodhyaya. Fulfillment. No loose ends. And if loose ends are left, what happens? There was one place and a child was born. And the child was, boy, very much fond of his dadima. Will not leave her even for a moment. Milk he will take in her hand. Although he should sleep with his mother, but he will sleep with the dadima, not leaving. So dadima was also very happy. See, my grandchild loves me so much. It's okay for some time. But 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, 2 years, he is not ready to leave her. Now this dadima got fed up. Enough. Not ready to leave. And it continued. He became 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. He will not leave his grandmother. To such an extent, what sari she should put on, he will decide. Who she will talk with, he will decide. Don't talk with that. And this lady got so frustrated, her life became very miserable. Then they went to some Panditji, Puja, Poti and all that, and they made some chart and all that. And then he said, this Jiva is your husband. And then she started realizing, all his characteristics are 100%. So those who are attached to their relations, they are again born in the same family. Therefore, if you are too much fighting or too much attached to your wife, forget about separation. Next life again the same. See, friends. Therefore, sa samsaram adhigacchati means what? We keep on continuing our life. Enough is enough. We don't have to achieve anything in life. We simply chant Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. What is the meaning of Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam? Yoga, what I don't have, I should get it. Kshema, what I have should be protected. Devotees are told, why you worry? You appoint him, he will take care. He is a better manager than you. See, the more it becomes your real experience, then you will see you are at peace under all conditions. Nothing in this world will disturb you. Yastu vidnyanaman bhavati samanaska sada shuchihi sa tu tat padam avapnoti yasmat bhujo na jayate. So the one who has thus understood the purpose of life, the mind is kept controlled, a purity of intention, he alone merges in him. Therefore, Vijnana Saratidyastu Mana Pragrahavan Naraha Swadhvanaha Paramapnoti Tad Vishnu Param Padam. So, who is the one who will attain the fulfillment? Vijnana Saratidyastu. Who is guiding our life? Wisdom, discrimination, or What I like, I do. What I like, I do is a samsari. What is right should be done is a seeker. And the one who goes beyond right and wrong is the one abiding in the truth. Therefore, manapragrahavan naraha, the second thing is, mind is no more a problem for him. For us, mind is a problem for all the time. Sometime mind is not available when you want to do something. Sometime the mind goes to sleep. Sometime the mind doesn't want to sleep. So in short, the mind is making us dance. Then third, so advanaha paramapnoti. He alone can attain the supreme. That Vishnoho paramam padam, the supreme self is attained. Vishnoho paramam padam means all pervading, one without a second, absolute truth. Okay, so we have to start our journey in this chariot and then reach our destination. Okay. When you travel, you should keep water with you. Now see the journey. This journey is not in time. This journey is not in space. This journey doesn't begin. This journey doesn't end. And you reach nowhere. This is the journey. So how it is? Indriyebhya para artha, arthebhyascha param manah, manasastu para buddhi, buddher atma mahan paraha, mahataha param avyaktam, avyaktat purusha paraha, purushanna param kinchit, sa kashta sa paragatihi. This is the GPS. Indriyebhya para artha. Artha means objects. Objects are only five. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. The sound, the touch, the forms, the taste and the smell. Five objects. Out of these Pancha Tanmatras, the Sattva Guna aspect of these Pancha Tanmatras, the five sense organs are created. Therefore, sense organs are gross and their source, Tanmatras, are subtle. Therefore, Indriyebhya Parayartha, Arthebhyascha Param Manaha. And all these tanmatras, they are born out of this mind. Then manasaha, manasastu para buddhihi. Then subtler than the mind is the buddhi, the intellect. Subtler than the intellect is the total intellect. Subtler than the total intellect is the paramatma. Now here the one word is used so many times. The word is para. Indriyebhya para hyartha, arthebhyascha param manaha, manasastu para buddhi, buddheratma mahan paraha, mahataha param avyaktam, avyaktat purusha paraha, purushanna param kinchit, sa kashta sa paragati. If you study Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, there also the same type of thought comes. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः संगस्तेषूपजायते संगात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. Two directions. By one direction you go up, other direction you go down. Presently we are going dogwards. We have to go Godwards. And we go up and down only in experiences. Living on the top floor doesn't mean we are up. So, here is the journey. Now, what is the meaning of this para? This para has three meanings. Para means subtle, number one. Para means cause, number two. Para means closer than the closest. Pratyak. So, Indriyebhya parayartha. The five elements and their tanmatras, they are the cause of the sense organs, they are subtler than the sense organs, and they are nearer to ourselves. Three things. Always remember this three. Param is this. Then, arthebhyascha param manaha. Then subtler than the sense organs and the sense objects is subtler the mind. It is closer and it is nearer and our essential nature. So see how it is happening. Sense objects, sense organs, we came. Sense objects, we came near. Mind. Then for the manasastu para buddhi. Then closer than the mind is the buddhi. Mind can function only in the known field. Buddhi goes beyond the boundaries of knowledge. Therefore, when we want to praise somebody, we don't say, oh, he is mental. We say he is intelligent. Because intelligence has the capacity to go and break the barrier of limitations in knowledge. Therefore, intellect is subtler than closer pratyak to our own self. So, buddhir atma mahan paraha. Now here very important thing. Subtler than the individual intellect is the total intellect. Now understand this. What is the meaning of individual intellect and total intellect? We are all the product of the impact of the totality on the individuality. Like what? One or two examples. In UP, when the teachers teach in the school, so they are taught in a particular way of pronunciation. Every school they teach the same way. So they are taught start, smile, speak, station. They are taught like that. Now, right from childhood, they have developed that. Now, even if they become the prime minister or a social worker, they will be talking the same way. They can't change. Go to Bengal. Everybody in Bengal, they will have a typical way of talking. So, a Bengali cannot talk. He cannot pronounce a conjunct consonant. Conjunct consonant is a combined letter, like Atma. The half and ma complete Atma. Bengalis will say Atta. Advaita. Advaita. Impact of the totality on the individuality. Go to Assam. In Assam, they cannot say sh or sa. It is replaced by her. Therefore, we may say Assam, but Assamese people say aham. And therefore, you go there and they will give you Ashirwad, Hata Yushi Bhava. Not Shata Yushi Bhava. Hata Yushi, you maro. See, what we have to understand, individuality is subordinate and totality is the primary. See, friends, for the first time when I came across an Australian, first time, so he came and I had no exposure to the Australian way of talking or hearing. So I asked him, hey, when did you come here? Today. I said, I didn't ask you the purpose. Again I asked, he said, today. Maro mat yaar. So the impact of the totality is superior than the individuality. Therefore, buddhir atma mahan paraha. What we are today is nothing but the expression of the totality. How important it is. And mahataha paramam vyaktam. Then this totality is an expression of the unmanifest infinite. Avyakta is unmanifest. See, friends, you must have seen the various statues or murtis of or gods. When Kali Mata, now the Navratra when it comes, you must have seen in Kali Mata. She is bringing her tongue out, and there is a Mundamala. All the human skulls are hanging, and she is standing on the Lord Shiva. Now, what it means? When Prakriti is manifest, the substratum is hidden. And next time, when you see Lord Shiva sitting for meditation, that time Parvati is not standing with a cup of tea. He is alone. So between the two, one manifests. When Prakriti manifests, Paramatma is covered. When the Paramatma manifests, Prakriti is covered. I'll tell you one example. I was in which place recently in UK, and there was one conference. People from all over the world came. I was also one of the invited. So everybody was given something like 5-10 minutes to talk and all that. And big people, and they have got their own disciples, and I am only without anybody with me, or alone. So I was standing somebody. Say, who are you? I said, I am Swami Anubhavananda. Oh, you are, please come. When they didn't know me, who are you? Please come. Okay. Then also all never knew me. Then everybody lecture was going on. And when my time came, then I finished my lecture. After lecture, then immediately a dozen of them, please sign, please sign, please sign. Now be attentive. When I was keeping quiet, nobody knew me, how grateful I am. Therefore it is said, it is better, let the people think that you are dumb because you don't talk, than giving them a confirmation by opening your mouth. Keep quiet. So either Prakriti or Purusha. And therefore, Avyakta, Mahataha Param Avyaktam, and Avyaktat Purusha Paraha. Who's Prakriti? Who are you? I'm a wife. Okay. Whose wife? No, I'm just a wife. Arey? It is not a Wi-Fi. See, friends, you have to be wife of somebody. Oh, I thought like that. In the same way, Prakriti, Avyakta. Who is Avyakta? Purusha. See, and what is Purusha? Be attentive. Purusha word is defined as, Purusha means first, Purnatvat Purusha. The one who is infinite without any lacuna. One without a second. Ekameva dvitiya neha nanasti kinjana Purusha. That is the Purusha Sukta. And the second meaning of the word Purusha is Purishayanat Purusha. The one who is expressing through the Puri means body. Don't take Sabji Puri wala Puri. The one who makes the Puri is a Purusha. No. So, the same Paramatma is now referred in two ways. He is infinite, but expressing through the body as if he has become finite. Man, infinite, expressing through the wife as husband as if he has become finite. How simple it is. It's not difficult, friends. But we are so overpowered by all these possessions and relations, unable to get out of it. And then all our sadhana thinking is only around this thing. There is one Amma, she has been very regularly listening me. And now her daughter is the big one. Her children are also now going in college. When she was just finished her college, and she came and met me. Swamiji, please teach something to my mother. I said, what happened? She is so irresponsible, mother. I said, what happened? She tells me, beta, don't get married. Is she a mother? She's telling me don't get married. And she said, see, I got married. Other than regrets, I have nothing. So don't get married. I said, no, she is wise. See, friends, we get so much involved in this world, friends. Don't get involved beyond the limit. Otherwise, we'll continue. So, Purushanna Param Kinchit Sa Kashta Sa Paragati. So, this is the path given. But why don't we recognize this? Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudotmana prakashate drishyate tu agraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhi. The truth is abundantly available, but we are unable to perceive because our mind is shattered into so many channels of worries. See, when the sunbeam is going through a prism, it gets more and more shattered. In the same beam of light from the sun goes through a convex lens, it becomes focus, and the wasted energy is conserved and can create fire. Exactly the same way. The infinite energy that we are is getting dissipated through the prism of body, mind, and eye. And as a result, a Vibgoric pattern of samsara comes out. Remove these three and use the intellect and the wisdom and focus it. Drishyate tu agraya buddhya. We have to be committed to. Without commitment, nothing can be achieved in life. So, drishyate tu agraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhi. What is the sukshmadarshi? Sukshmadarshi is the one who is able to go beyond the obvious. And we can go beyond the obvious only if we are no more slaves to the obvious world. See, friends, that day I told you one example. If I were with Newton in that garden of apple, what I would have done? Lift it, yeah, chodo, yeah. But he saw, how come it is going down? Why it is not going up? See, friends. Therefore, this faculty has to peep beyond the obvious. And this is what Nachiketa means. We have been all the time talking dharma, dharma, cause, effect, last time, this time, enough of it. And in this manner, when we are able to attain that, the truth is revealed very easily. Now, what is the way to attain the truth? Very simple. Yachedvang manasi pradnya tadyached jnana atmani mahati niyached tadyached shanti atmani. So first, yachedvang manasi pradnya. I told you, mind expresses as speech. From the speech, the world begins. You have no comment, no evaluation, no nothing about anything in the whole universe. The world cannot trouble you. The world begins the moment we open our mouth. And see the funny thing. How many years it takes for us to learn talking? 2 years, 3 years. The whole life is not enough to shut our mouth. How simple it is. Non-stop. Therefore, yached vang manasi pradnya, come back to your mind, and tad yached jnana atmani. Then merge that mind in the intellect. Meaning what? Don't lead the life under the influence of the likes and dislikes. Likes and dislikes are stationed in the mind. The locus of likes and dislikes is mind. From there, come to the intellect. Living in the intellect is living the life of wisdom, discrimination. And thereafter, jnana atmani mahati niyachet. Then dissolve, surrender your individuality to the totality. It is here the path of devotion begins. See, friends, Vedanta is not only argument, logic, and knowledge. Otherwise, this knowledge is so terrible, I tell you. One becomes very arrogant. And therefore, all this is surrender at the feet of the Lord. The ego will disappear. But this has to be done after coming to this point. Don't do it right in the beginning. Okay, God will take care. Lazy? No. And then mahati niyachen, tad yache shanti atmani. Thereafter, don't go to avyakta prakriti. Otherwise, you go to sleep. Like many people, when they sit for meditation, I don't know, but some people ask the question, therefore I can answer. So, Swamiji, in our ashram, when people sit for meditation, I don't know what they do like that. Is it Kundalini? I said, no. Why they do like this? I said, no, it is called a Jhatka meditation. We practice halal meditation. They do Jhatka meditation. Therefore, let the intellect not go to Prakriti, and for that, we are sitting quiet because of the quietness of the body activities. Mind is cooled down, the metabolic rate falls. When the metabolic rate falls, your oxygen requirement is reduced. And because of that, your breathing becomes slow and shallow. At this point, if your breathing remains slow and shallow, you will not go into sleep. But if you are not aware, if the breathing becomes deep, then you will enter sleep. If the breathing becomes fast, you are going back to body identification. Therefore, between the body and the mind, there is a layer of prana, and that determines how intensely we are identified with the body. In the deep sleep, nobody breathes slowly. Rather, nobody breathes light. Everybody breathes deep. Because body identification is intense, but there is no knowledge. See, friends. So, tad yachet shanti atmani. And for these instructions are given. Uttishtata jagrata prapya varan nibodhata shurasya dhara nishita duritya durgam patastat kavayo vadanti. Now see, this path is nowhere on the road. It's within us. So, instruction is given. Uttishtata jagrata. This is not wrong. This is right. Getting out of the sleep is never a problem. Getting out of the bed is the problem. Therefore, Upanishad says, first of all, get out of the bed and then wake up. Upanishad knew. Uttishtata, utho. Jago. Uttishtata jagrata. Then prapya varan nibodhata. Don't go to sleep again. Prapya varan nibodhata. Go to the wise people, wise teacher, and get instructed for something higher in your life. And it is not a crowded path. Shurasya dhara nishita duritya. It is like walking on a razor's edge. Thank God you told me, I will not go. Shurasya dhara nishita durataya means it is as subtle an operation. Like if you have to walk on the razor's edge, you have to be extremely aware, perfect, and you cannot afford to make one single mistake. In the modern language, if you have to say, you should have 6 sigma perfection. You know 6 sigma perfection? Which is used for your flights, for the aeroplane perfection. 6 sigma perfection. Therefore, उत्तिष्ठत जागृत प्राप्य वरान्य बोधत शूरस्य धारा निशित आदुरते durgam patastat kavayo vadanti. All the great masters who have walked this path, they tell this. And therefore, don't take it seriously, but don't take it lazily also. Now, what is that? Now, how the truth is revealed in the language of negation. Ashabdamasparshamarupamovayam tatharasam nityamagandavachayat anadyanandam mahatap param dhruvam nichayatan mrutyamukhat pramuchyate. So how to get rid of the world? So here is the technique. The truth is ashabdam cannot be comprehended through the limitations of the words. What is to be done? Keep silent. Asparsham cannot be comprehended through the skin or the organ of touch. Don't worry. In this manner, be attentive. Do not give value and importance to the specifics. Sound, any sound. Taste, any taste. Means what? No taste should make us a slave. No sound should make us a slave. Because all what we know is the specific sounds, the specific words. Leave the specificity and come to the common. Then leave the spatial organs, come to the common, the mind. When you come to the mind, you cannot feel it because it is not an emotion. Drop it, come to the intellect. Don't make it a concept. Truth is not a concept. Drop that. In this manner, ashabdam asparsham marupara avyam tatha arasam nityam agandavachaya. This is eternal, anadi ananta mahataha param dhruvam. This is without beginning, without end. The moment these words are heard, it should immediately click back. Without beginning. Yes, we don't have the experience of birth. This is our story. Ananta, no end. This is our story. And when we come to this, all efforts disappear. This is the fulfillment in life when this experience doesn't get corrupted while functioning in this world. Therefore, anadi ananta mahataha param dhruvam. It is beyond the prakriti, beyond the maya, beyond the potentiality, beyond everything. And dhruvam, yad gatvana nivartante tadhama paramam mama. There is no possibility of fall thereafter. Nichayatan mrutyumukhat pramuchyate. And thus, one is liberated from the snare of death. After having said this, the concluding mantras tell, नाचिकेतमुपाख्यानं मृत्युप्रोक्तं सनातनम् उक्त्वा श्रुत्वा च मेधावी ब्रह्मलोके महीयते यैवं परमं गुह्यं श्रावयेद् ब्रह्म संसदि प्रयतः श्राद्धकाले वा तदानन्त्याय कल्पते इति नाचिकेतम् उपाख्यानं मृत्युप्रोक्तं सनातनम्. So this story of Nachiket, wherein which was told by Lord Death, And uktva shrutva cha medhavi. Having said or having told to others or having heard from somebody, such a wise, sincere seeker, Brahmaloke Mahiyate, he shall attain definitely freedom from the snare of death. Imam Paramam Guhyam Shravayat Brahma Samsari. So when this should be used, whenever wise people are together, keep on chanting this, or Prayataha Shraddha Kaleva, or when somebody is dying or dead, or Shraddha is going on, that time this Kathopanishad should be chanted. So those who are preparing, you can chant this. Take away. I am not telling go away. With this, the first chapter of Kathopanishad is over. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.